Because we've experienced worse. It's not as bad as where we are. It doesn't mean we should be happy also.
Okay.
It means that we should do something about it. It means you should hold those that need to be held accountable about it. It's not wrong to complain. But then again, you cannot compare what's happening today than what happened in the 80s. It's not the same, eh?
The mechanics will be 8 minutes. I ask you anything about investing. Number 1, worst investment you've ever made?
Some stocks, bad stock investing, some bad property, some
property.
bad business.
Okay, pero how
property not because it was
wrong with property?
because I was not ready financially.
Okay.
So
meaning you took out a loan?
Took out a loan, then I had to sell it, then it didn't turn out to be a good one. So,
was it at a loss or hindi naman? Nabawi naman siya?
a little bit of a loss. Bought some stocks that really didn't go up in value.
Okay.
And business. I think I lost more in business. Una, kumikita hanggang nalugin.
Okay.
I was bankrupt and before I was 30.
It's more of business, not because you spent a lot of money personally.
Both na yan, it's a combination kasi my lifestyle grew faster than my income.
Talaga?
Ganun.
Biggest expense nung time na yun?
Hindi, lifestyle talaga eh. Nice cars, travel.
Me and Yvonne, dalawa lang kami. Eat out.
Okay.
Eat out.
I think it's relative to your income, it's relative to how much you spend from your income. As long as you know that you're not overspending, then you're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Kasi laki-laki naman ang income.
Di ba,
kumain araw-araw.
We're thinking kasi na, we could possibly save more, pero if you do that also, it takes a lot of time to...
I think your case is unique because wala kayong oras. So,
is that applicable to other couples my age that are younger also?
It depends on your situation.
Okay.
That's why we should not deal with absolutes. So what strategy for you cannot always work for other people. I do more eating inside. Number 1 because I like to cook. But occasionally, we still eat out. Pwedeng bahay lang lagi.
What if I had a VUL plan already and then I see that, it might not be as yielding for me as what I wanted to do. Is it better to open another one or I cut this and just start another one?
When you buy insurance, finish it to the end. That's what I tell people. No? So if you're not happy with your VUL, you have the different options. You can either reduce the amount or you can surrender that amount. Or
but you stay.
Ako, you stay with that because number 1, you need insurance and you can never be sure what's gonna happen. Maybe your future purchases mo may not be VUL anymore. Okay,
better if it's there na. You have new money, open another investment.
And always understand, never buy something you don't understand. To begin with, kung hindi pa maganda yan, bakit mo binili?
You've suffered through a lot of uncertainty in the economy before, 1980s, 1990s. Are we in
Make
this...
It sound so old, no?
Yes. Are we in that era today? Was this
parang... That's why I tell a lot of people now, yes, I'm concerned about the inflation, I'm concerned about what's happening, but I've seen worse. And as Filipinos, we're resilient. Even our economy is, you have to give it more credit, even, tayo as a people, because we've experienced worse. It's not as bad as where we are. It doesn't mean we should be happy also. It means that we should do something about it. It means you should hold those that need to be held accountable about it. It's not wrong to complain. But then again, you cannot compare what's happening today than what happened in the 80s. It's not the same, eh?
The uncertainty level is not where we were before?
No, but also because we're a trajectory of growth, eh. Diba? Yung momentum natin, ayaw natin masira. Pag nagtamaan yung momentum mo, it's harder to restart it, eh. Diba? Kanyari, you're traveling and then you slow down. To bring it to the same speed, there's more effort. It's more push. So, we have to be careful about it.
For people who might also relate to this, context probably will be time and appreciation. Would you buy a 20 million house outside the main business district or buy a 20 million condo right in the heart of the city?
Both can work, eh? Both will appreciate over time. It's just an issue of preference. It's an issue of value, eh? Do you want that house that's, has a garden? You're a city slicker, you like the city, you like these things, you don't like... Then that's good. So it's an issue of preference. But I think both will do well over the years.
Both will appreciate. Hindi naman scary yung condo that gets
Kasi depende. If it's a good location. Yun sa property. Location.
You've met a lot of people in financial planning. What was the most memorable na sobrang lala na issue na case na naalala mo?
You know what breaks my heart? Pag yung mag-asawa, naghihiwalay, nag-aaway.
Dahil sa pera?
Oo, dahil sa pera. Because of those things. This is, or parents and child. These things, kasi for me, money is just money, no? But money that causes a broken relationship, for me, that's the most painful. Many times, somebody would always cry to me.
Is it really based on the statistics that people really argue about money a lot? Na yun talaga yung one of the biggest issues?
It's a leading issue, probably not the biggest issue. And for married couples, I think communication and appreciation of each other is a bigger issue than money, but it is a concern for a lot of people, especially you go around to the OFWs.
Okay.
So these things are concerns. So nasira na yung relationships because of money. It's harder to fix. If you have a problem with money, the solution is also money. But because of that money problem, since relationships have been broken, it's harder to mend that.
Is it because people spend more na hindi sila nagpaalam, or it's just because nagbigay sila sa kamag-anak
It's really
nila?
more about failed expectations.
Okay.
I think that's a bigger issue. Is the expectation was that there, it brought about by you didn't communicate, you didn't understand. So it's nice. You have to be, as a couple, you have to communicate. Even parents and children have to communicate.
Okay.
And put boundaries and set boundaries also.
At your stage, how will you distribute it? Bonds, property, cash, stocks, business?
Bata pa ako.
Oh, at your young stage. Yeah.
Siguro ano muna ako ngayon? To oversimplify 30% property, 30%, 33.
So 33 property.
I mean, aside from the cash.
Okay.
33 property, 33 bond types,
Then
33 equities.
So business wala.
Business kasi is active to me. I don't know
Okay.
it's an investment.
So your
the business allows me to make money and stuff. So.
All right.
I mean, the money that I earn from the businesses, of course.
That's what you use to invest also. Okay.